So we all know Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the game right now. No debate. Coming off a historic Super Bowl run, and he is potentially a top 5 quarterback of all time in many conversations. Now that leaves the question. Going into this season, 2023 NFL season, who is the top 10 quarterbacks that's up next? The top 10 quarterbacks going into this season. Well, here's my list. And when I say top 10, I mean top 10 right now. Not of all time, not the best in this order of all time. I'm talking about right now going into next season, who has the most potential and who's gonna most likely do the best. So we all know Patrick Mahomes is one, but let's rank 10 through 2. First, let me get some honorable mentions. Jared Goff. I'm biased, I'm a Detroit Lions fan. I got him at number 11. I don't think he's proved himself enough to be in the top 10 list. I'm not delusional either. Dak Prescott is not on this list. I don't care. He is a Tony Romo 2.0. Some of you Cowboys fans don't like that. Some of y'all can accept that, but Dak is not him, and Dak will never be him. He's just not. He's not good. He sucks. Deshaun Watson could have made this list, but I don't see him as a top 10 quarterback right now. Missed too many games, missed too much time, and he's just not a good fit for the top 10. I can go on and on about certain QBs and certain players, but let's get to the list. So at number 10, I got Geno Smith. Now at the age he's at, 32 years old, got most improved player, had over 4,000 yards passing, 30 touchdowns. He has a huge upside this year, especially with the talent he has coming in. I mean, the team he has, basically the same team, just better defense. And, DK, Lockett, the guys he's had. I mean, he's going to be special. That team's going to be really good this year. So right now, coming in, I say number 10 is Geno Smith, hands down. At number 9, I got Tua. Tua is a problem. His accuracy, his deep ball, weapons he has, makes him number 9 for me. Even though he's been suffering injuries, getting concussions, sitting out games, he's still coming in the season with a whole new feel, whole new start. And honestly, if he stayed healthy last year, they would have went far in the playoffs. Number 8, I got Trevor Lawrence. Got a playoff win. He's one of those guys where it's like, okay, I can see the talent and potential in this guy early. Throwing over 4,000 yards, doesn't have the best receiving talent, receiving core, or offensive line. But overall, he's easily number 8 on this list. I mean, he shows great ball talent. Throws the ball very well, very accurate, smart, high IQ player, and for the future, the NFL is in good hands. Number 7, I got Lamar Jackson. Now, my first ever video was about Lamar Jackson and why nobody wanted him. But he is an MVP. He's a former MVP in this league. Got a good payday, big payday actually. Let's not forget about that, huge payday. But Lamar still is a top 10 quarterback in this league. Number 6, some of y'all might hate me for this one, but Aaron Rodgers. Now, if we're talking all time, yes, Aaron Rodgers is the best on this list, hands down. It's no debate. Maybe you can debate with Patrick Mahomes. Maybe you can be like, okay, but A-Rod right now from the season he had last year, which was not good, coming to this year, he's number 6 in my eyes. I mean, he has a huge weapon this year in Garrett Wilson, bringing some boys over from Green Bay, Lazard, Cobb, he's going to be good. He's going to be solid this year. Now, I still think his team's going to go 8 and 9, but he is the 6th best quarterback coming into the league this upcoming year. Number 5, I got Jalen Hurts. Now, a lot of people say he's a top 3 quarterback in the league right now. I don't necessarily think he is yet. I think he still needs a little bit more time to really show himself of how good he really is. I think he had a really hot season last year, but I don't think it really correlated into numbers because his team is pretty stacked. Not saying he's trash or anything, but I just don't think he's a top 3 quarterback as of right now. Number 4, I got Justin Herbert. Yep, Flerbert. Young talent, and no, he's not just a highlight quarterback. Man averaged 4,700 yards passing, and even though he had an early exit in the playoffs, I still think he has more potential than Jalen Hurts. I mean, he gets Keenan Allen back next year, a full healthy Keenan Allen. I think in the long run, Justin Herbert has a lot to prove, and he's going to prove himself this year, especially after the year he had last year, which he is going to figure out. Number 3, Josh Allen. Now, everybody is on this man's head. We understand he's the interception king, red zone monster, can't get the job done. But I don't care what none of y'all say. Josh Allen's a dog. And he is a one-of-a-kind athlete. He runs the ball, he passes the ball, great accuracy, deep ball, crazy. Great leader, good IQ. But even though he hasn't really finished a lot of these games in the playoffs, he's still overall a really good quarterback. And he's definitely a top 3 quarterback in this league. I mean, he's 6'5", 6'6", over 240, strong, physical. QB you really want on your team. Everybody cries about the running quarterbacks don't last. Well, which is true, but Josh Allen is more than just a running quarterback. He's also a smart quarterback that can throw the ball at a really high level. So I can easily see Josh Allen having a great year this upcoming year. I don't see anything getting in his way. Maybe Diggs, but he still has other weapons that are going to help him out, like Gabe Davis and, et cetera, et cetera. So it's really Josh Allen versus himself, and I feel like when he's in that zone, he's just unstoppable. Number 2, Joe Burrow. We all know Joey Burrow. We all know what he can do. He's a dog on that field. He's a QB you want for your team. Great IQ guy. He has weapons, don't get me wrong. T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, the guys he has are great. But the offensive line he has is not so great. Throughout his whole career so far as an NFL player, he has not had the best offensive line. And still putting up big numbers. Over 4,000 yards passing, 35 touchdowns. I mean, he's a problem. He's been knocked down the most in the past 3 seasons as a quarterback, but if Patrick Mahomes was not on this list, Joe Burrow would be the number 1 quarterback on this list going into next season. And obviously number 1, we got Patrick Mahomes. I mean, generational talent. Gotta say too much about Patty. He's one of the greatest as of right now. I personally wouldn't say he's a top 5 player of all time. I think Patrick Mahomes might be top 15, maybe 10 quarterback of all time. But hey, that's up to y'all. Yes, that's my list. My top 10 list going into 2023 NFL season. 10, Geno Smith, Tua, Trevor Lawrence, Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Patrick Mahomes. It's that simple. And Dak is not on this list. Tony Romo 2.0 will never be in my top 10 list. I don't have any personal beef with him. I feel like y'all overhype him. I don't think he's him. I don't think he's never been a good quarterback from the jump. But yeah, that's my top 10. And Jared Goff coming soon. But let me know in the comments what you think, man. Who is the top 10 quarterbacks going into next season? Thanks for listening.